pretty soon his bedroom walls were decorated with photos he'd printed out of the young ladies he was playing with. You're so pretty. If you need anything, just let me know.
What the heck is wrong with you people?
Oh my gosh, you're so pretty. You're the greatest.
I don't want any son of mine behaving like a simp, he yelled.
Over the last few months of our lives, we've looked at some animations that have been a little bit sketchy, a little bit shady, a little bit questionable appropriateness. Some things that wouldn't fly on the Disney Channel. Some things that Mickey Mouse would throw a fit if he saw. Some things that Elsa would cry herself to sleep at night over. But the only problem was sometimes the animations weren't that edgy, and then I was like, well, what the heck? I just filmed a whole video about edgy animations, and these animations aren't edgy. But now, that's no longer an issue. You wanna know why? Because I found a new animation channel where everything is edgy. True Stories. They've only got 8,000 subs, so if this animation is good, please check them out, okay? Because I want more true stories, okay? And I wanna be able to make more videos like this. My mom stole my boyfriend. Listen, if we got a thumbnail like this, surely it's some juicy content. One thing I also appreciate about this channel is that not everyone has to be white. They actually have some non-white people in these stories, unlike the other channels. I don't know why the other channels have to make every single person white, but it's nice that we have some representation. Now, look at this guy's mustache. Does he not look exactly like the type of dude that would steal your girl? This has 5,000 views, you guys. We're going obscure. Again, like I said, if this animation is good, go check him out, because they need support from the RobertIDK viewer base. True Stories is a small content farm from Alabama that creates real educational and satirical animated stories for censored audiences. A small farm from Alabama? This doesn't look like where you make true story animations. Is this the person who makes the animations? Wow, this is what an Alabama farm looks like. Very cool. All right, enough fooling around. We're gonna get started. Tres, dos, uno, go!
Hi, my name is Gina.
Hi, Gina.
And this is the devastating story of how I caught my own mother sleeping with my boyfriend. I still get a weird feeling in my stomach when I think about it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like you probably have to go to a lot of therapy after that to not have a weird feeling in your stomach.
I better start off by saying that my mom is attractive. Like, really attractive.
Holy.
Like, really attractive.
I've been hooked on you since before the first day.
Not gonna lie, this animated character is not, I wouldn't consider her attractive, but okay.
Apart from the 17-year age gap, we look almost identical.
It's almost like the same person drew you.
We're both 5'9" with long, blonde, wavy hair.
5'9"? The heck you looking at? I'm not intimidated, you are. Listen, I've dated girls who are my height before. It's not a big deal. Personally, I tend to like a smaller woman. If I was 6 feet, then 5'9" would be perfect.
Brown eyes and sharp cheek dimples.
Yo, okay, guys, do you hear that? That's not just me. The audio clicking?
Brown eyes and sharp cheek dimples. Brown eyes.
True Stories, if you want to blow up like the other channels, you gotta fix that audio, okay? I'm not here to give you advice because I don't know what's causing the clicking, I'm just saying.
I found the source of the ticking. It's a pipe bomb.
All through high school, guys would constantly ask if my mom would be coming to parties or if she'd be home when I hosted study sessions. They thought it was hilarious. I just roll my eyes and try to pretend like it didn't piss me off. I mean,
But it did.
What else could I do? Mason was different. Well, at least I thought he was.
Is this a high school student? Yo, there's no way homie's in high school with a stash like that. This guy looks like he's my age. This is like how I'm supposed to look at this age, but don't.
He didn't join in with the MILF jokes and was surprisingly chill whenever my mom was around.
Chill.
The first time my mom met Mason, she actually burst into laughter. What is that on your face?
Oh!
She cackled hysterically.
That's that steal yo girl mustache.
With curled wax tips. But Mason took it pretty well. Don't be dissing the stash, Miss Simmons, Mason said. twisting the ends with his fingers.
Don't be dissing the Smash. You know you want this. Mason, we don't trust Masons on this channel, you guys. Listen, I'm very sorry if your name is Mason. I'm sure you're a wonderful and very trustworthy human being, but we don't have the best experience with Masons on this channel. That's all I'm saying. Curly mustache. Do you really trust anyone with one of these guys? There's no way you can genuinely trust a person who has a mustache like this, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, man. These are real. People really do this. Oh, guys, it's bad. This looks just so unnatural. Like they forced this part to just grow longer. It's like a cartoon. They're trying to be a cartoon character. See, I feel like curly mustaches are one of the few things that I can like confidently go in on because they're very uncommon. So like the chances of someone with one of these mustaches watching this video is low, and they probably get made fun of enough for it. Now, this is the final boss of mustaches. What the heck? This guy borrowed my mom's hair curlers. What the heck am I? We got Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. There we go, right there, right there. Same energy.
Twisting the ends with his fingers. Gina doesn't seem to mind. Everyone laughed, but me. Despite his semi-homeless appearance, I was in love, and things quickly became pretty serious.
Whoa.
After we graduated high school, we decided to move in together.
Right out of high school? Bad idea, in my opinion. Living with a romantic partner when you're 18, I don't think you know enough about... You know what? I'm not here to make this decision for you. If you want to move in with someone when you're 18, you know, see how that goes, be my guest, okay? It's not on my conscience.
Even though we weren't sure we could afford it. Mainly because Mason refused to get a real job, convinced traditional employment was capitalist slavery.
Oh my gosh, this guy's a loser. Never mind. I'm gonna make fun of this dude. Having that mustache and thinking you're too cool to work a normal job. Mason, I tried, but I have to roast you.
This was probably my first real hint that I was dating a loser.
Oh!
I would slave my ass off all day, only to come home to find Mason stoned out of his mind playing Pink Floyd on his acoustic guitar.
Oh my gosh.
He was completely useless. And I was paying for everything. Rent, food, utilities, and the mountain of he apparently needed to feed his creative side.
juices. Ah! This dude, oh my gosh. Yo, a lot of you guys are probably too young to know a guy like this. My age, we all know a guy like this. And here's the thing, when you're like 18, girls will think this kind of guy is cool, and then the real world happens and you need to like make money and yeah, again, have a real job and support your loved ones. And then this guy's coolness goes downhill real quick.
You can imagine how overjoyed I was when he finally started to pull his own weight. He became quite good at fixing old appliances and would do home visits to repair washing machines, dryers, and vacuum cleaners. He actually started to get some regular clients and earning some decent money.
Regular clients? What, like people whose vacuum cleaner breaks every week? How do you have a regular client? Yo, if you are a regular client for a repairman, a vacuum cleaner repairman, washing machine repairman, you probably need to start thinking about the products you're buying if you constantly have the repairman at your house.
So when my mom complained that her dishwasher was spewing out frothy water into the kitchen, I offered Mason services. I knew he'd been over at my old house since just after lunchtime. So when he wasn't at our apartment when I came back from work, I thought it was a little strange. I jumped in the car and drove to my mom's house. I let myself in and wandered through the hallway into the kitchen.
It's coming.
The tiles were covered in thick, foamy carpet. Obviously, whatever he had come to do wasn't finished. I heard some music coming from upstairs. Puzzled, I went upstairs and pushed open the door of my mom's bedroom. I really wasn't ready for what I was confronted with. I won't go into specifics, but I caught my mom and Mason mid-session.
Listen, I'm not gonna act like I didn't see this coming because we all read this title, but Mason, you degenerate! I hate this Mason guy. This guy sucks. Mason seems exactly like the type of dude who would pull something like this.
I'm not proud about what happened next, but I couldn't control myself. I went into a blind rage.
Yeah!
Screaming
Beat him
and
up!
smashing every photo frame in Mom's house with the bottom of my iPhone.
No, get mad. Okay, actually get mad at both of them because both of them did something extremely disrespectful to you, but break the photos of Mason. Don't break the photos of you and your mom. Don't let Mason tear you apart. Then he wins.
When I was finished there, I sped back to my apartment where I quickly gathered Mason's things and threw them into the yard.
Good.
Locking the door before he returned. I know people make mistakes, but I don't think I can ever forgive Mom or Mason for this, even though they've both tried apologizing like 1,000 times. What do you guys think?
I think the
Colgate Optic White Overnight Whitening Pen. Removes 15 years of stains in just 1 week. Easy and effective whitening.
Okay. Okay, Mason, step 1 to stop sucking. Listen, you're dressed nicely. If you put half as much energy into being a good citizen as you do into maintaining this handlebar mustache, you might get somewhere, Mason. So step 1, Mason, shave off this mustache. But then this hair's gonna look a little scraggly, so trim up the sides there. Get a normal job. Stop smoking all the dank as well. Also, grow a left hand. You've got a stump. Mason sucks. He needs to shave the stash. There we go. All right, that was short and sweet and pretty edgy. I will have to do some censoring. Hello, Robert. You haven't given me a chance to say anything. Do you want to know what I think? Sure, Mickey. What do you think? I think the handlebar mustache is cool. My dad, Walt Disney, had something very similar. Listen, Mickey, Walt Disney was alive at a very different time than Mason here. Hey, look, there's me and my dad. He just told me a funny joke. How do I clean up in a suit, Robert? My son is a simp. This could very well be too edgy for us, guys. If this is too edgy, I'll have to tone it back a little bit. We're gonna see what we get here. It could be too much. If it's too much, then forgive me. This one video will be a little bit too edgy, but we'll see. We'll see, and we'll get Mickey to give us a review at the end. My son is a simp.
Hello, I'm May, and
I'm May.
I think I've raised a simp. But I can't tell you his real name in case anyone recognizes him, so for this story, I'll just call
From his
him...
online screen name? I'm not gonna say his screen name, SimpSlayer69. I hope this guy's not a RobertIDK viewer, because I don't want to make fun of any of you guys. If we got any simps out there.
For this story, I'll just call him Hans. Anyway, I've always known Hans...
Yeah, that's a go-to name if I've ever heard one. Hans.
Anyway, I've always known Hans was... special. As a small boy, he loved going to the park. But instead of playing on the swings with the other children, he would spend the whole time off by himself, under a tree somewhere, digging in the dirt with a stick or pulling back the tree's bark looking for insects. Hans developed a full-blown obsession with bugs. Spiders were his absolute favorite.
What the heck is wrong with you, dude? Listen, I mean, someone out there has to love the spiders, because goodness knows I'm not gonna do it. Any of you guys out there really like spiders? I'm glad that spiders get love from someone, because they don't deserve all the hate they get. They didn't choose to be born with 8 legs and look really freaky.
He would constantly remind us that most female spiders eat the males when they're done with them. Boys are useless, he'd say. Girls are the real queens. Bruh. I didn't think much of it at the time, but looking back now, that's the logic he applied to people as well. On the way to school, Hans would offer to carry his older sister's backpack, saying, girls needed to be looked after. They are the mothers of the future.
What the heck, guys? Okay, I ain't trying to get into a gender debate here. I feel like everyone needs to be treated equally, but we do need to show respect. If someone is weaker than you and struggling to carry their bag, sure, go ahead and offer it. But if you just put yourself below everyone, it's a bad call, dude. That's how you get really insecure.
During his 3rd grade parent-teacher conference, his teacher praised his manners and said Hans was a little gentleman.
Was a little gentleman.
And said Hans was a little gentleman.
Was there a spider on the script or something? the narrator got a little spooked there for a second.
His teacher praised his manners and said Hans was a little gentleman. She told us how he'd always offer to come out to the front to sharpen girls' pencils and would hold open the classroom door for them.
Thank you, Hans.
Hey, no problem, Penelope. No, it's great that you're being respectful, but these are some conniving eyes if I've ever seen some.
No problem, Penelope. Oh my gosh.
But for some reason, Hans still seemed to struggle to make friends. He only ever hung out with one boy at school, who he had a few things in common with.
What the heck is wrong with you people? It's okay to like spiders and be nice to them, but why are you eating them, fam? You have plenty of people food you could eat instead.
Once he became a teenager, he started spending all of his free time alone in his room or on the computer gaming.
That's the face I make when I'm intense into a game. It's scientifically proven to improve your accuracy by 39%.
After our daughter moved out, my husband began to worry that Hans might be turning gay from spending all that time online playing with other boys.
It's not how that works. It's not how that works. Not how that works. Not how that works.
As far as I knew, he'd never even been on a single date.
That is what happens, guys. When you hit high school, if you want to go on dates, you can't play video games all the time. You need to take a little bit of time away from the video games if you want to go on a date, but that's up to you.
But one afternoon, Hans burst into the kitchen and begged to borrow my credit card. Apparently, he'd found a site where he could pay girls to play with him online. The prices seemed reasonable, so I gave it to him. Secretly, I hoped Hans might connect with the girl and they'd meet up in real life. Pretty soon his bedroom walls were decorated with photos he'd printed out of the young ladies he was playing with. Sometimes I'd overhear him talking to one of them. "You're so pretty. If you need anything, just let me know." He seemed so much happier. Until one day he seemed really down. He confided in me that whenever he played with a girl gamer, the other guys online would make rude and sexist remarks towards her. Of course, he'd always jump in to defend the damsel in distress, but the other guys had turned on him for it and started teasing him.
This is it's literally just all you have to do is just treat everyone the same and you're good. Yes, step 1 is to treat the girls online with respect. Respect is good. Worship is bad. If you're worshiping this girl in the game, like,
Oh my gosh, you're so pretty. You're the greatest.
then it's just gonna make all the jerks be bigger jerks. Just treat everyone the same, guys. It's that simple.
I just told him to ignore it and to keep doing what he thought was right. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for my husband. He hit the roof when he found out that Hans had been using my credit card to pay girls to play with him. "I don't want any son of mine behaving like a simp," he yelled.
As if any dude over the age of 40 knows the word simp. As if this dad knows what the word simp is. No, he looks like he could possibly be a simp himself, so it's entirely possible.
I think hearing that triggered something in Hans. Because after that, he started uploading videos to his YouTube, teasing other guys for simping. He'd call his father and I into the room to watch them as though he was trying to win his father's approval. "That's more like it," my husband said. "Teach those viewers to be men, not mice." Anyway, the videos were popular.
What the heck? Bruh. Look at all these views. What's your secret? Making fun of people? That's the secret? I just need to make fun of people and call them simps?
Hans actually started making money from them. But as fast as the money—
We don't get paid in cash, though. I will say that. We don't get paid in cash from YouTube, though that would be nice.
But as fast as the money came in, he spent it. I'll never forget the first time Hans made a sizable donation to some girl online. He stood in his bedroom doorway, yelling down the hall, Mom, I can't believe it. She noticed me. She said my name on stream."
There are real people like this. There are real people who act like this. Literally donate thousands of dollars to a girl they find attractive online just so that they get noticed or whatever. I'm not trying to make a big statement here. I'm just here to be silly, but that's not healthy behavior, guys. That is so not healthy behavior. If you want to give a girl money, take a real girl out on a date and offer to pay. You probably end up spending less money than you spend by giving these gamer girls for doing nothing for you directly. Ugh, guys, do what you want, okay? I'm not telling you how to live your life. I just don't want people spending thousands of dollars for essentially nothing.
A few weeks after that, he asked his father and I if he could invite a girl around for dinner. My heart did a little jump for joy when Hans told me that he'd actually fallen for one of the girls he'd been paying to play with. "That's great, honey," I said.
So when's she gonna come over? Oh, she doesn't actually, know my name or anything.
"You want to ask her over this Saturday evening?" Not yet.
Not yet, Mom. I still need to donate at least $10,000 more before I know she'll go out on a date with me.
Soon. She has a boyfriend at the moment. But don't worry, I just messaged her and told her I love her. When she realizes how much love I can give, she'll break up with him to be with me.
No!
Until then...
There are real people like this! There are real people like this! Oh my gosh, it's scary. It's very scary. If I were a girl, I don't know if I'd be at all comfortable with this. Like, it's a weird situation because a lot of these girls who stream, they get a ton of money for it, right? But like, knowing that there's so many creepy dudes out there, that's like part of why I don't live stream, honestly. Like, I'm down, I'm happy with what we do here, you guys. This stuff freaks me out. I do not like it. I don't know if we got any simps out there in the chat, in the comments, whatever, anyone who's watching this. I just want you to know, people you don't know online personally, you don't know in real life, they don't owe you anything. No matter how much money you give them, no matter how much you support them or whatever, they don't owe you anything. And so having this fantasy mindset of them like being with you or seeing how much money you give them and then like them committing their life to you and expecting them to like give you something in return. Very, very unhealthy thinking. The internet's a great place, you guys, but the real world is pretty awesome too. Just try to remember that and don't make people feel uncomfortable.
Hans went on to explain how he'd been paying for her OnlyFans and then making videos about it for his YouTube channel to help her get more exposure. People love it when I talk about her private content and make fun of simps. They actually think I'm doing them a favor. So, my videos do well, he said. It's a win-win for everyone. Oh, so you're like the knight in shining armor, I replied. Exactly. Enough. This is getting out of hand. Now you're simping to make money? You're a disgrace, his father yelled as he stormed off, leaving me standing there, totally confused. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it all. My husband seems to think being a simp is bad. But Hans' YouTube channel is doing great, and everyone else seems to be happy. So maybe his simping isn't such a bad thing after all? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.
What I think is that worshiping other human beings is bad. What I think is that sure, there are healthy simps out there, dudes who do it in a healthy way and don't take it too far, but then for every 10 guys who don't take it too far, there's a guy who takes it too far and makes the person uncomfortable. It's a slippery slope, you guys. It's a slippery slope. Save your money, okay? Donating to a girl will not make them date you, okay? I don't know, I don't think I really need to tell anyone that, but in case there's any complete crazy people out there. All right, True Stories, you got me. I subbed. Listen, if you guys just fix your audio, then you good luck to ya, okay? Check out True Stories if you're interested. All right, Mickey, what did you think?
I think you hit the nail on the head, Robert. Remember, kids, don't be a simp, be a sub to RobertIDK.
Oh, thanks, Mickey. I didn't expect you to promote the channel. Thanks, dude.
Well, of course, Robert. The more likes this video gets, the more likely you are to let me come back on the channel.
I guess that's true. All right, you guys, this was weird. Did you like this one? Should I do this again? Or should I go back to the other channel? Let me know. Anyways, here's another video, and here's another video. Go check one of them out, okay? Feel free. There's significantly less simping in both of these videos. You won't find any simping on the RobertIDK channel, let me tell ya. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.
You are perfect.